This is Mission Spotlight reporting from the islands of the South Seas. In the vast space above these lands, Colin Winch flies a twin Aztec, a plane provided for the Western Pacific Union mission by J.L. Tucker Quiet Hour of California.
Departed Kumak for Magenta, cruising 1500 feet, VFR. Endurance is 4...
Winch, a masterful pilot, has chalked up more air hours in mission work than any other Adventist pilot. The airways above the highlands of New Guinea and over the small isles of the South Pacific have become his second home. Thousands of small islands and coral atolls break the expanse of water and emphasize the vastness of the South Seas. These lands are some of the most inaccessible, yet most beautiful areas of the earth. The 25 islands which make up the New Caledonia territory bask in the Coral Sea 700 miles east of Australia. This composite group of isles has been named the same as the largest and most important island, New Caledonia. This main island is cleft by mountain ridges, half dry and arid, the other half lush green. New Caledonia is French territory. Nouméa, the capital city, is like a miniature Paris, one of the most sophisticated towns in the South Pacific. Air-conditioned hotels, Paris-style boutiques, gourmet restaurants, and supermarkets selling foods from all over the world at shockingly high prices. At the edge of the city, a flag of smoke billows continuously in the trade winds. The nickel refinery never lets Nouméans forget that New Caledonia is a mineral treasure trove, the richest island in all Oceania. Beneath the skin of the rugged mountains lie vast mineral deposits, not only of nickel, but also of iron, coal, manganese, cobalt, mercury, copper, silver, lead, and gold. Toughened men prime the blazing furnaces at the smelters with oxygen as the refining process melts the ore to a molten liquid. The refinery operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Economy of the entire island depends upon its productivity. Canada and Russia are the only other countries in the world that produce more nickel than New Caledonia. Export of nickel, coffee, and copra helps balance import of the many other products needed. Beaches and yacht harbors scallop the shoreline from Nouméa to the southern tip of the island. Fish indigenous to the waters surrounding the tropical isles are displayed at the aquarium in the capital city. In this land there is a bird that barks but cannot fly, and a fox that flies but never eats meat. The memorial to Charles de Gaulle is symbolic of the strong Catholic influence that has permeated the various people who have adopted New Caledonia as their home. It is interesting to note how modernization has amalgamated Christian symbols with old Melanesian customs. Highly decorated graves give an impression of total confusion in understanding the realities of life. The first Seventh-day Adventist missionary landed in New Caledonia 50 years ago. Progress of their mission to the islands was slow. The first convert was a member of the chief's family on the small easterly island of Maui. Opposition soon forced the Joneses to leave, and for 20 years a French Bible worker was the sole Seventh-day Adventist representative in New Caledonia. Pastor Evans, who now heads the church work, says it was not until the 1950s that the Seventh-day Adventist work was re-established and gained legal recognition. But again, growth was slow. As late as 1965, there were only 69 members. But in the past 10 years, the membership has surged to 432. Jerome Wahe was among the early converts. He was working for the government at the time he was baptized. After a while, he quit his work and moved his family to Maori as a self-supporting worker.
Alors, je suis rentré, j'ai trouvé Pasteur Ellice, Pasteur Hilaire, dans le bureau. Et on m'a demandé qu'est-ce qu'il vient faire. Alors, je leur ai dit, je vous écoutais parler au CRX et ça m'a intéressé beaucoup. Et je voulais savoir qu'est-ce que c'est.
With Pastor Evans, Jerome recalls the opposition and obstacles he encountered on Maori. He started construction of a little chapel, but prejudice was strong. Neighbors burned his house. Before he could finish the chapel, his health broke and he was forced to return to the mainland. But it was largely through contacts Jerome made that the church membership on Maori is beginning to grow. Evans says his most potent medium of evangelism is the Voice of Hope radio program. The Nuumia station reaches New Zealand, the New Hebrides, Fiji, and all the French-speaking people of the South Seas. There are now 5 Adventist churches in New Caledonia. The little church at Poom, with 25 Sabbath school members, is located on the northern tip of the main island. At Kumak, 50 kilometers away, members meet in a small house. Great opportunities in this area are providentially opening. It is to this area that Sabbath school members direct their efforts this quarter.
This part of Caledonia, those people, our brothers, our sisters, are praying since 10 years to have a pastor in this.
At the edge of Kumak, Evans pointed to 2 acres of land recently donated by the French government. The plot has a value of $20,000. Evans explains that the government is looking to the Seventh-day Adventist Church to give leadership in helping the people of the area.
Well, I'm going to build something like an evangelistic center to learn the people to stop drinking and stop smoking. The mayor of the town says, I don't like Adventists, but I know you are the best people of the world. Yes, it's true. You can do something for these young people. I'll give you this land.
It is evident that the Seventh-day Adventist youth in the Nuumia Church have set the standards sought by the Caledonian government for their islands. This is Mission Spotlight reporting from the beautiful lands of the South Seas.